Hi, Rachel.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm really great. I'm very excited. Lots of planning, lots of deep consideration around this upcoming retreat and what we want to really allow people to leave with. There's so much overload. There's so much. And I mean, the facilitators retreat is going to be a very beautiful opportunity to receive, to really deeply anchor new tools, and then to feel activated and inspired to take them out into everyday life. And that's what I'm most excited about creating with you.
Hmm. I love that. And I love that word activation. Um, I think we're all listening to so much knowledge around how we have landed up where we are.
Mm.
And I think it's that idea of expanding our toolkits, how we show up in the world as human beings. This is not for facilitators as we know it. It's for anyone that is looking after others. So, parents, teachers, health workers, leaders. Um, and that's what I love about this retreat. It's like, how are we showing up and holding others and holding ourselves? And that's the bit that I love that
Absolutely.
you're giving. So
Mhm.
the nugget of wisdom that we're getting from you, I'm just super amped because it's a puzzle piece. So I've been facilitating groups for a long time, and
Mhm.
there's a piece of the puzzle of my puzzle that's missing. And it's like, how do I continue to show up, holding others and myself in balance?
Absolutely. Which means that each and every one of us is actually a facilitator, because we have to be able to hold ourselves first and foremost in order to be able to really give our best to everyone
Yes.
else. And so, yes, a big component from my side is going to be in and around looking at this multifaceted being that we each are, filled with many, many layers, and taking into account that we cannot just look at our nutrition as one element in isolation of our mental health or emotional health, um, our heart, our connection to ourselves and to everyone around us. So we're going to be able to play with this, all these different puzzle pieces, but bringing in the physical, how we actually how we materialize. We're in this material body, we're in this physical body, and how we work with this body, and how we can do that so that this body can work well for us and serve us on this very short time that each and every one of us has, actually. And
Mm.
wanting to bring more reverence to our bodies, to our health, to care for ourselves, to bring in a deeper connection, and to have the tools to be able to really say, okay, this is what I'm committing to for myself. So we're exploring this idea. You and I have been speaking about the wellness vision, vision to actually take home with you. What do I want to take into my life after this retreat, and have a little bit of space and time to do that, because each person's unique, and we all have our own important needs that need to be addressed. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be looking at real practical ways in which to care for ourselves nutritionally, emotionally, mentally. We're in the most stunning setting. And just a little bit of your work. I'm curious, Rachel, just one of the things that really cropped up for me is because you work so closely with holding space and teaching people how to hold space. How do you manage it when the space is very challenged, when you have a group of people who might be dealing with a very, very challenging issue or issues? Um, how do you manage yourself as a facilitator in this space?
Mm. So it's a practice and it's a tool. And I think when we combine both, we can show up as we need to, hold the space very safely so others can show up how they need to, and we can remain healthy and wholesome
Mm,
before, during, and after. So I've often facilitated circles where all 20 or 30 people have checked in around a severe trauma, and I leave feeling joyful. I don't hold on to the traumas. And there's amazing tools, how to prepare for that, how to hold myself as a facilitator or a mother, even with my girls. And what do I do afterwards? And I think it's not just as a person who holds others, but it's for leaders and teachers. And like, how do we show up and not take on brutal stories? How do we watch the news and not embody it and like slip deep into empathy and lose control and fall off an edge? How do we remain compassionate, wholesome, healthy beings whilst holding ourselves during this time? Great question. Looking forward to sharing.
I'm actually really excited because even though I do hold space and have been for a number of years, I know I'm going to learn so much from you. So I'm very, very excited to be sharing space with you and learning from you as well. So thank you. And just very excited to all the people who do decide to join, because it's going to be an amazing 3 days. It's at Bodhi Khaya Nature Reserve. It's close to Stanford in the Western Cape, and the setting is right. It's set in an indigenous forest. It's absolutely magnificent. There's beautiful walks that we're planning. The food is sublime. It's quiet. It's still. There's an opportunity to really drop into presence and to give yourself that space, that much needed space that all of us can truly benefit from. So yeah, it's going to be fabulous. That's the 21st to the 24th of August.
Looking forward. Thanks for the connection. Thanks for the chat. Chat later.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.